What's going on, guys? It is the Geek Low Stars. We're back in the building, and as you see, we are very happy because we both have seen Fantastic Four: First Steps, and we're gonna get into the all spoiler discussion talking about this movie. My boy Buggy has seen it like twice already. He just came back from seeing it. I saw it one time, and I'm definitely going back into the theater next weekend to see it, or this weekend to see it. And we're gonna give full spoilers out here. If you haven't seen the movie, go see the movie and then come back here. Or if you want to watch the movie while seeing this, we appreciate that, but I wouldn't recommend that. So this is Ty's Worlds TV, and we got my boy Buggy D Newgate, aka Buggy D Town. You know what I mean? Buggy, how we doing, my guy?
It's clobbering time.
It's clobbering time.
I'm doing pretty good. Like you just said, I just came back from the movies. It's my second viewing. Movie still holds up. It's still good.
Okay,
Still,
okay.
I still like it. I'm kind of under the umbrella of like certain people that maybe there should have been an extra 20 minutes in here, maybe or like
You
10.
know what? Yeah, I agree, and I think, and I said this to you when we were texting and stuff on the group chat. I when I watched it, I felt like the Superman was. I felt like this was a safe movie, but
Yeah.
more so here because you can tell a lot of stuff was cut out.
Mhm.
Like you can tell. Which makes me wonder what John Malkovich's Red Ghost would have brung
I'm
to
yeah.
this movie.
I'm glad you brought that up because you could have still had him in there unless like
Yeah,
it was an extended scene, but that's like you said, they're trying to play it safe, kind of what Superman did as well. And
right,
I
right,
did say that in my out of theater reaction, how it's kind of a safe movie along with Superman, but
right. And
I
yeah, go, go, go.
I'm still with Superman because like I said in my out of theater reaction, I grew up more with Superman. I don't know Fantastic Four like that except the
Right,
cheesy
right,
Jessica Alba and Chris Evans movie. Like that was my
right.
most exposure
And
to
mine's
Fantastic
too,
Four. But
mine's
besides
too.
that, overall, it was a fun movie, and I said it sucks. It took him 3 tries to get a good Fantastic Four movie.
Well, yeah, and you know what? This is why I knew when Marvel got Fantastic Four, I knew we were good.
Yeah.
I knew they were gonna give us that care, even despite Phase Four and Phase Five and how that's been. I knew they were gonna knock this out the park, which they did. They did a
Um.
fantastic job, pun intended. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
The one thing that I did see people talking about was, and me and you have talked about it, the Pedro Pascal overexposure of Pedro.
Okay.
I didn't
Yeah. Go
feel
ahead. Go
that
ahead. Go ahead.
way in this movie, honestly.
I
I
didn't
felt
either.
like
I
Pedro was
didn't either.
playing Reed Richards,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
from the stuff that I seen of Reed from like the old movies, like some of the cartoons, and like even some of the Marvel Rival stuff, I'm like, okay, Pedro's a good Reed. Like he overthinks about certain situations,
Right.
trying to figure out a plan how to solve that situation, but then also
Right.
like having that, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the forgiveness of making Ben the way that he is.
Right.
Which I don't know about you. See,
Right.
I haven't asked you yet,
Right.
but I think Ben is probably the best part of the movie to me.
He wasn't. It was Sue for me, and we're gonna get to why at the end. I mean, when we get later, we gonna get to why. But that was the weakest part for me in the beginning. Honestly, was the Ben and the Johnny like relationship. It seemed like they were kind of trying to get you to feel like they were brothers, kind of like, but it was
Mm.
kind of felt forced in the beginning. But as we went along in the movie, I it was like more and more like more eased into it. Yeah, so but I did like Ben though. I did like him. It's just I wish you would have had more time, and that's why
Yeah,
I say
yeah.
I feel like you could. I feel like all of that stuff was cut out too, just because this movie needed to be good, especially with all the stigma that was carrying with this throughout the movies from before. So
And
they were trying to have this safe as possible. So I get it.
I
Yeah, go ahead.
remember
Go
a
ahead.
leak came out last week, or I don't remember, but they said Sue was supposed to originally die in the movie before Franklin brought her back to life.
Ooh, yo, and bro,
I
that would have been crazy.
Yeah,
That would have been crazy.
and that's why I wanted.
Not expect that to happen. I really didn't expect that to happen.
Back on that because, as like I said before, I know nothing of Fantastic Four. I only
Right.
know villains. I don't know who Franklin is. I don't even know who Valeria is. Like I did my research a little bit, but like I I
Bro.
don't think we're getting Valeria. I think we're gonna be sticking with Franklin, as like you were
Yeah,
talking about,
yeah.
leading to that
Yeah.
incursion because it's all lined up as right now with Fantastic Four.
And you know why I thought that? Because I had just passed that point, and that's when I had touched you. Because Reed's idea was to move his planet
Yeah,
to
yeah.
another place, and as soon as he said that, I was like, "Oh, he's gonna make an incursion, and then maybe that's how they get to 616 Earth, and they have one, and and they have the incursion." And that's when everybody comes together. So I think that's what's going to happen in Doomsday. I think that's how that. I think that's how they're going to get to that planet,
I mm.
that universe. I mean, I think that's how they're going to do it.
See, and it's funny because after the movies, I had even more questions of how we're gonna get to that point in Doomsday.
Oh my gosh, bro. Sorry. Let me go back to the Pedro Pascal real quick because I did want to say this. Kind of a little rant. I've heard people say that he's overexposed, but this man has done so much. Like this man was on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like for an episode. I didn't even know that. Like, dude's been in Hollywood for a long time, and
It,
he's worked to get to where he is now. Like,
it's not also unknown for actors to have more than one movie come out in a year or TV
exactly,
shows.
exactly. You
Like
know how many Denzel had in
some,
1 year?
somebody brought up a good point of Jim Carrey back in the day. He had 3 movies coming out in the same year.
Exactly. And nobody talked about oversaturation. Nobody talked about that.
And then there's other stuff about Pedro coming out about his anxiety.
Yeah, we.
I mean, that's another story, but it's funny because I feel like because of this movie, the Pedro hate's gonna be coming.
Oh yeah, for sure. And you know what's crazy? And I meant to add up to that too. He played a great Reed Richards, man. I gotta agree with you 100%. Like, there's a scene in this movie where, and I wanted to get your opinion on this too. So there's a scene in the movie where you see Reed talking to Franklin, and he's like, he's talking to him when he's at that testing chair, and he's like, there's something wrong with me because of this. And I love that scene because, that's how Reed is. Like, Reed he don't really think about feelings like that. He's
No, he
more
doesn't.
of,
Yeah.
hey, listen, if we gotta sacrifice this baby, I mean, I'm thinking about it, but that don't make me do it.
Okay.
But I'm thinking about it. I ain't gonna.
So
hold
I want to piggyback on that. Watching his version of Reed, and I'm thinking to myself, I could see him becoming the thinker.
Yeah.
Thinker. Or,
Yeah. I mean, because he got that little spectrum thing happening going on. Because he could be. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know, and that's the thing. Yeah, I could see the maker thing too. So yeah.
Another big question I have before we get into the movie is Galactus. I don't think he's done for.
Oh nah.
And I said in my
Son,
I said out in my out of theater reaction, he's a universal entity that you can't really kill.
No, you can't.
So I'm just curious, and this kind of correlates to what Feige said about characters coming back down the line. Is Galactus going to be one of those characters that eventually comes back down the line?
Yeah, that's my question too, because he has to, because even the way he got dealt with at the end, it's like he's gonna have to come back, and maybe Shia LaBeouf too, just by the way it ended, But he's too powerful to you put on the sidelines, bro. And I'm glad they didn't kill him. Yeah. I'm glad they did, because you know how Marvel be.
Yeah,
they just killing they villains like crazy. But how was you gonna kill him? How was you gonna kill Galactus? This Galactus specifically, you're not doing that. This dude was a menace this whole freaking movie, bro.
And he looks spot on.
Literally ripped from the comics, bro. When he had the glowing eyes and shit, bro.
When he did that, I'm like, oh, this is some Marvel vs. Capcom type.
Oh yeah, oh yes, bro. When he was talking, they got the right dude to play that voice, bro.
Yeah,
the right voice.
Yeah,
because ain't no way, bro.
And
when
and
my
I
man was talking, bro. Okay, go
and I
ahead, go
and
ahead.
I showed you he was wearing an actual suit. That wasn't actual
Yeah,
CGI. That
yeah,
was
that was
actually him in the
practical
suit.
mixed with the CGI. Yeah, yo, I gotta give it up to hands up to hands off to everybody in the movie, bro. Hey,
And
clap, clap.
I said in my Peacemaker reaction that
Yeah, go check that out, guys. Yeah.
this is probably a good year as far as like superhero like content,
Mm.
as far as like quality wise.
Oh, and then on top of that, this was very comic booky. They didn't. They got literally stuff from the comic book, like beat for
I'm
beat.
yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because when they were fighting Giganto, that was
Hmm.
literally straight from the first issue of Fantastic Four.
Oh, Moment. I
Oh
forgot
man.
about him. I didn't even know they was
See,
gonna be in this, bro.
I and that's another thing.
Bro.
I would have liked to see more of Subterranean,
Subterranean. Yeah, me too. Me too. And again,
but
that might have been cut out from the movie.
yeah, and I this might be the last time we see this world because of what's going to be
Probably, yeah.
happening in Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I especially since this planet potentially might be an incursion.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Mhm.
It's gonna be crazy to see, and maybe that's why we saw at the oh my gosh, and maybe when we saw at the end of the new Avengers, aka Thunderbolts, we see we see the
So
rocket. You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
So
And it, credit, yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go
I'm
ahead.
glad you brought that up because I feel like that might be the Fantastic Four looking for Franklin and Doom.
Actually, I was thinking the opposite,
That it's Doom that took Franklin.
and took Franklin.
Hey, you know what? Anything is possible the way they left it
Yeah,
open ended.
yeah, exactly. And I think the Russo's brothers did that, right?
Yeah, you know what's funny? When rewatching the second time, do you remember when the thing was on Yancey Street?
Yes, yes.
That's the exact same set from Deadpool and Wolverine, that final act. I don't know if you remember when they were fighting against all
No.
those other Deadpools. That looks like the exact same set, just reformatted to make it for Fantastic Four.
Oh, I gotta rewatch that movie now because that's great.
Yeah,
That's great, bro. Okay, I gotta
that's
rewatch
one
that
of
movie.
those things that I was like, oh, that looks like the exact same set from Deadpool and Wolverine,
The Wolverine. Oh
and then
wow, no.
I saw somebody brought up another comment. I think it was on Christian show that the fight no, or it was Real Rejects that area that they're in that post credits. It looks like
Mm.
the exact same place where they shot that New Avengers not cameo but
Yeah. Yeah. The end credit.
post credit, yeah, in
Post credit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Thunderbolts. It looks,
Oh my gosh.
and who knows, maybe in the 616 universe,
Mm.
the Avengers building is where the Fantastic Four, the Baxter building, would be.
Which is true. That's true. Yeah, and yo, and they just opened so much doors now because of this movie, and I think this movie did a really good job of kind of being in its own space,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
linking to the MCU over the
they
top.
weren't scared to show it off in the very
Yeah, it
beginning. Like,
wasn't.
oh,
Yeah, it really
as
wasn't.
as
Yeah,
soon as
yeah,
the movie
yeah,
starts,
yeah,
it says Earth 828. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
we're not even shying
Oh, yeah.
away at it
To
at this
tell you,
point.
yeah. Well, this is yeah, and you know, and Campia, John Campia, when I watched the show, he said something very interesting. He said that this movie brought back a place where heroes were
I
by
know. Yeah,
right,
I know
where
exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
these heroes were by themselves. There was no Spider-Man, no Punisher, no what's the name, and you gotta wonder where they are while these crises are happening. And honestly, I didn't agree with him at first, but now looking at this, I'm like, yeah, I kind of agree a little bit.
I do like that. It's funny that both Superman and Fantastic Four had the same idea in the beginning of establishing the world that it's built in.
Oh,
I
I'm glad you said that. Yes,
I
hundred
thought that
percent,
was
100%,
a
100%.
masterclass way of doing it because
Yeah,
me
yeah,
and you growing up seeing those Fantastic Four movies minus the Josh Trank one. I haven't watched those.
yeah. I haven't watched that either. I don't
We
know.
know the Fantastic Four stories, and that's one of those questions when you go forward with superhero movies when you reboot stuff.
Yeah.
You saw they didn't do it with Superman. They didn't show his origin. They just gave you a
No, because
text.
everybody knows who Superman
Yeah.
is. So it's like
The
even with the Batman.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. The
Yeah, yeah,
Batman
yeah,
was the
yeah,
same
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
I'm curious of how they're gonna do it with Wonder Woman because they're fast tracking a movie right now.
I feel like
Um,
with Wonder Woman, you should just because her IP is
mm,
kind of known, but kind of not. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh, we got somebody in the chat. Hold up, hold up.
Fantastic Four copy Incredible story. I mean, they're kind of the same if we're being honest.
Oh, you mean copy from Superman?
But let's be real, Shove man. Fantastic Four has been around way longer than Incredibles.
But you know what though? The crazy. Oh, that's okay. That's what he meant. Okay. Here's the thing, right? The thing about it is, even though they're the first family and they've been around longer than other
60s.
characters, yeah,
They're essentially the first the first family in the
right,
Marvel
exactly. You know,
comics.
right. Even though that's the case, nobody talks about them. Nobody.
No.
Now, I mean, not into
And,
that degree. You know what I'm saying?
and
Like now
remember,
we're
at
talking
some
about
point,
Spider-Man and all of them. Yeah.
yeah, and at some point back in the early 2000s, I forgot who it was in particular that they decided that we're gonna stop making Fantastic Four comics. I think
Ooh.
it was Marvel, because I remember this specifically, and I don't remember how I remember this, but they in that time they said, all right, this is how it's gonna be. We're gonna stop making Fantastic Four comics, and
Yeah,
then
because
they didn't pop up again until recently.
oh, I didn't even know that. Okay, yeah, and that's the thing because this is why I say sci-fi. This is the thing, like the Fantastic Four are heavily sci-fi more than anything else. They're not like Spider-Man. They're not like Thor. They're not like the X-Men. Like these are pure. I mean, sort of to a degree, but there's more action in there. They're more like Star Trek, where unlike Star Wars, where it's like action driven mostly, and then story that kind of mixed together. Star Trek is more of exploration
Yes.
and exploring certain
Oh,
themes, things by that nature. That's what Fantastic Four is.
now that you brought that up, I did like how this movie went from a opening montage of these superheroes to
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Interstellar Apollo 13 type of movie when they went to go out to see Galactus.
oh yeah. You know, oh my gosh, bro. When the way that they were able to like travel light speed, bro. I really that was cool, especially bro that black hole scene, bro.
That felt like straight out of Interstellar, bro. I'm not
Woo!
even gonna lie. Even the whole them trying to get the gravitational
Yeah,
pull to
yeah,
like
yeah.
catapult them. I'm like, oh, this is straight out of Interstellar.
Right,
But
but yo, bro, what's up, bro? This is why I really like this movie a lot too. It shows you how powerful Silver Surfer is, bro. Like how fast
mhm.
Silver Surfer is. This girl was able to basically keep up with them at light speed, bro. Through the portal, bro.
Real quick, I just wanted to bring this up real quick because I'm slowly. They really didn't copy the Incredible story because they're different in their own ways. If I'm being honest,
Right, like Fantastic Four.
I don't
Again,
know.
it's
Yeah,
more with exploration. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Of different planets and different things.
Incredibles is a family that got out of the superhero life and then came back into the superhero life. That wasn't the case here.
Right, and more
So
to that,
I don't know where he's
it's
getting
more
that. I don't know where
right.
he's getting that from.
Well, it's because family of
Because there's,
four,
I
family of
mean,
four. You know what I mean? Yeah.
okay, yeah, sure,
But but the thing about it is like really quick with Incredibles, it's an Earth based story.
exactly.
It's full of like fighting crime and stuff like that.
And Fantastic Four is a different
They
Earth.
yeah they don't even fight crime like that. Not
No,
that
they
I
don't.
they done more fighting crime here than I've ever seen in the comics. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Let's all right. You know what I meant? You know what, my man? Let's do a line of the characters, and we'll just see we'll talk about how they did. So I think we talked about Pedro Pascal a little
Yeah,
bit. Let's move to Sue. How do you feel about Vanessa Kirby being Sue?
I liked her as Sue.
Okay.
If like I said, Ben was probably my favorite, and then probably after that is probably Sue.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
And then I don't know. It's kind of hard to rank them because they're all good in their own way. Like they all have
Right, right,
through
right, right.
lines.
And I think everybody bought their A game. You know what I'm saying?
I will say to go back to what you were talking about. I did like the chemistry. Like it wasn't there in the beginning, but after as the
Right,
movie went
right.
on,
You went
the
along. You
Johnny
got it
and
more.
Ben
Right,
stuff,
right, right,
kind of meshed a little bit better. But
right.
I I was under the impression like we were gonna get more of like Ben dealing with that side of himself of when you see him right before they went to space of him seeing an old video of himself of the way he used to look,
Yeah,
and
and
you
his
can see it
yeah.
in his eyes and like the way he's like
Oh
you
my
know
gosh, the way that they
going
did
through
the
things and
mm,
like I like that part of like Ben Grimm's character.
yeah,
Um, I wanted to see more of that. But
me too.
it's like you said, stuff was probably cut from this movie.
Right, right.
Probably some deleted scenes.
Which I want to see that whole cut. I want to see the whole cut. I
The
don't care how long it is. I want to see the full cut, bro.
the whole lead up to him actually acknowledging the clobbering time at the end with Galactus, which
Oh,
was
that
a
was
great
fire.
build
Yeah,
up.
that was, yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's just not even.
Johnny had his own story with figuring
Okay.
out the
Yes.
language with Bala
Yes.
Shah and
I'm glad you.
all
I'm glad
that.
you brought that up because they played on Johnny Smarts more here than they
Yes,
ever did in the comics, bro.
yes.
I haven't read that many Fantastic Four, but from what I've seen, they always made him like this dumb jock
Okay,
guy. They
so
didn't do that here. You know what I mean?
another thing I noticed on my second rewatch, he is a ladies' man, but not as much as he
Yeah, but
was.
not as much as
Yeah,
Chris Evans was.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I think it was really cool the way he was able to figure out the language and actually use it against Shia LaBeouf
yeah.
in that part. I think that was really cool, and I love that they gave him the smarts for that. Like I really like that they gave him the shine. Also, I didn't even notice this till I thought about it this morning. I love the fact that the way he flames on is more like from the comics.
Yes.
It's more like red, and he has the glowing eyes and stuff like that. Because even when you look at I just said his
Evans.
name. When you look at Evans, he's more like a person, how a person would be on fire if they
Yeah,
could
yeah,
take it.
yeah.
This one is like more comic accurate, and that's what I really liked about this movie. This movie was very, very, very comic accurate. You know what I mean? But just going back to Vanessa Kirby real quick, I feel like she was the perfect Sue Storm, just because of she gave me what Jessica Alba didn't give me. No disrespect. She gave me that motherly figure,
Yeah.
leader. And I don't even think she was really leader of the Fantastic Four like that. I
She
didn't
was
even think
more
they
like
said that.
the spokesperson.
Yeah, the
of Fantastic Four.
spokesperson, the ambassador, which I figured that what was gonna be the case. Like you got a lot of these
Because Reed is the
smart,
the
the
smart
master
guy,
planner. Yeah.
master planner, all this stuff. And I feel like this world in particular, it did a good job of like showcasing this world. It's like a 60s aesthetic, but the tech is so futuristic, which
Right, like
I
yeah.
love that mesh of ideas together. Honestly,
Yeah, and I think it's set in current day, right? It's just
I
their
I
stress in like the '60s.
I think that was I think the most of this technological stuff that's happened in this universe
Yeah.
is from Reed, but I also feel like from Doom because I want to go back to they show Latveria twice in the movie.
Oh yeah, I
MCU and
remember seeing
everything.
them in the world was it the World Conference
So
thing? Yeah, I
yeah,
remember that.
so we
Yeah.
know Doom is established in this universe as well, but we
Yes.
don't know the relationship between the Fantastic Four and Doom because they have a history with each other.
Yeah, because they didn't show up in that conference when we
No,
saw it in the beginning.
no,
He didn't. Nobody
not
showed
a
up.
single
Single
person.
person showed up for that. I was like, oh, okay. I see you coming from. Okay.
And
Oh yeah, go ahead.
like the first time I'm like, oh, they're doing it on purpose, but the second time it was like very subtle because the first time they showed it, it was in front of the desk, empty seats, and then the
Right.
second time it was behind the seats, and you could barely see the seats. Like they were trying to make it seem like, is he there? Is he there?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, during the first watch, I'm like, when is he popping up? When is he popping up? When is
And
he
he
popping
popped
up?
up right in them end credits. He popped up, and
And,
that's the thing. We don't even know if that's like
mm,
their Doom or another Doom. We don't know.
I'm still under the assumption that this is their Doom from this universe.
Mm.
That looks like
Well,
Tony Stark, and then when we
okay.
get to Doomsday.
See, this is why I wanted to. Okay, because I have a theory about that. I think I said it to you in the group chat. I think Doom has something to where he can change his face.
Mm,
And I think in that end credit scene when he's talking to Franklin, I think he has Reed's face.
that would be crazy.
to get him to come with him, and that's why I think in that ship in the end credits for Thunderbolts, I think that's specifically Franklin and Doom, and Doom is gonna bring Franklin with him, so he can change reality or whatever he's trying to do. I think Franklin is a part of that plan, and this is why I'm saying this too. I think Doom is gonna go to Spider-Man first to get help.
Ooh,
And I'm saying this because remember, No Way Home is before Doomsday.
that's right. I forgot about that.
So I think
I forgot
right.
about
So
that.
I think in the man credits, bro. In No Way, not No Way Home. I'm sorry. Brand New Day. Yeah, them end credits. I think Doom is gonna come with Tony Stark's face and ask for Peter's help.
Well, we do know that they are shooting Spider-Man right now as we speak because
Right.
Image, well, not an Image, but a video came out earlier in the week of John Bernthal in his Punisher outfit. But we'll save
Yeah,
that
we'll say that for a little
for the end, the post credit scenes. But let's.
Yeah.
So we got to see Giganto, classic Fantastic Four villain.
Oh yeah, we heard about a bunch of them, like the Thinkerer,
the Wizard,
yeah, like I like that.
Diablo.
Yeah. I like the way that they kind of breeze through a little bit of giving you the history of the Fantastic Four throughout the I think it was 4 or 5 years they've been
4
heroes.
years, and then after Galactus, it's 5 years. So
Right.
it's funny because before this movie even started, I'm like, there's gonna be a lot of time jumping in this movie.
Actually, I wanted to ask you that. How did you feel about the way they did the time jump?
I was okay with it. It's not
Me too.
often we get it in a superhero movie with, because in the beginning it is established it's been 4 years since they came back from space and been the Fantastic Four.
Mhm.
It took them a couple months a couple hours to build a spaceship or get it ready, go to space, and they were gone for like a month in space when they got back.
Which is crazy.
Then another few months went by because they were building
the phases.
the thing to get rid of or to move them to a different place.
Right.
So there's a lot of time jumping in here, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, and I like the way they did it, like you said, because you kind of gonna have to show this isn't just something you can do in just 2 days. This is gonna take time, and I love that they didn't do the comic booky thing of trying to do everything in like 1 day. Nah, they did everything like in time.
Took a couple days, yeah.
Yeah, it took a couple of days, man, and whoo, man, when Silver Surfer came down, just started breaking all of them as they was about to transport, bro. That was great. Like, that was some Superman level types of speed, bro.
So, do you remember those two comic book artists that were drawing in their room before when Silver Surfer showed up?
Mm-mm.
So I think that was a nod to Jack Kirby and Stan Lee.
Oh, really?
I think so. If somebody could clarify, because it was two comic book artists working on a panel, and I was like,
I gotta watch it again because I don't remember that.
I'm like, okay, is this a nod to Kirby and Stan Lee?
It could be. It could be.
They created these characters.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because I actually like at the end they tell you what the 828 means.
Kitty.
What?
Yeah, she's bugging me right now.
She's like, yo, what you doing? What you doing, man?
Yeah, exactly.
So I really did like that. I really did like the fact of them showing what 828 really meant.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. Yeah, I love that. I thought that was really dope.
Ooh. And it would make sense why it's like that, because he's the creator. In the 60s is when it was created. It's funny because the title could be so many different things. It could be Galactus's first steps, Franklin's first steps,
Fantastic Four.
It could mean anything, honestly. And
exactly. But I like what it meant for that specifically. I thought that was pretty cool.
So, I want to jump into the biggest thing that Franklin.
Oh, let me tell you something, bro. What they gonna do with bro?
I know nothing of Franklin. I know nothing of Valeria.
Listen, I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
I'm just I and when Galactus said, "Oh, being of cosmic power," I'm like, this man's Omega level threat.
All right, so listen. All right, so let me get a rundown real quick. Okay. So Valeria is, he's the daughter of Sue
Yeah,
and Reed.
yeah.
But he's also, I'm sorry, she is, I think, as smarter than Reed. So she's one of
Mm.
the smartest people in the MCU, honestly. And I think it's Moon Girl, and
Ooh.
I forgot who else is up there. I forgot off the top of my head. But she is one of the smartest people in the Marvel universe, right? So, but she has no power. She's just as
Super
smart,
smart, like her dad.
smart like her dad, right? So, and mind you, she is Doctor Doctor Doom's her godfather, I think.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's where I wanted to go back to with Franklin. In this universe, is
Yeah.
Doom, Franklin's godfather, or
Oh, that's a
well,
good question.
because
I don't know.
I know there's like different iterations of comics where Franklin
Yeah.
and Doom are like kind of at the hip with each other. I don't know. There's a lot going forward. See, it's funny because I always forget about Spider-Man, but I'm just more focused on Doomsday at this point, if I'm being
Oh, for sure.
honest.
Oh, no, listen, for sure, because Doomsday is going to be big, and this made me hype for it too. Oh, sorry, I meant to go back to Franklin. So Franklin is technically a mutant too, because
Oh.
you know how mutants are, like you have to be born
Yeah,
as a
yeah,
mutant. So
yeah.
technically, Franklin is a mutant. He is an Omega level mutant, like you said.
Okay.
He is. So
Ooh. What?
yeah,
Ooh. What if
yeah.
Franklin's the reason for the X-Men in the Soft reboot? Because
Ooh.
Feige did say after this Soft reboot, it's gonna be the X-Men saga, and I'm calling it right now in this live
Mm.
stream.
You
It's gonna
spitting,
be Fantastic Four and X-Men going forward.
you spitting, bro. You spitting.
Because
Uh,
you're gonna have to
cooking, bro.
rebuild the Avengers again, especially
Yeah.
these
After
legacy
that.
characters are dead.
Yeah, yeah,
Thor
yeah,
is the last one. Hawkeye is in retirement.
Supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly. I don't know. There's
yeah.
more questions, but I'm excited for the future of the MCU. It wasn't like a couple years ago. It was like, oh, where are we going with this?
Yeah, we had no direction, but
And it's
this.
funny. I said this in the Peacemaker trailer, like a couple years back, it was kind of questionable on both parts with DC and Marvel, but now it's
Right.
like the ship is kind of, they right the ship.
And it took one movie to
Well,
change it.
two
Well,
movies.
well,
Well, for
Marvel too.
Marvel, two movies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
even with me, I think Blue Beetle was good.
I like Blue
Suicide
Beetle.
Squad was
Yeah,
good.
I like Blue Beetle. But that one was ambiguous because you didn't know if it was going to be in Gunn's universe or still left over from Snyder. So you didn't know. But you can put
But
I think they could put a two.
yeah,
I think they could do a sequel and they'll do better. I think the
I,
sequel will do way better
I
if they
definitely
decide
feel
to
like
do that way.
we're in a good position as far as superhero stuff coming
Oh, for
out.
sure. For sure. For sure. Oh, I actually know. I got to go back to Franklin, bro, because
Yeah, go ahead.
and the only reason I'm doing that is because I didn't think they were gonna make him this OP, bro. Because he's OP in the comics.
Yeah,
Here,
I heard.
he damn near got the same thing, bro. Like, bro,
So,
the fuck?
can you clarify what Franklin's powers are? Because I don't know.
He reality
Reality
warp.
warping, stuff like that. Okay.
Basically, what Luffy can do, but just better. Basically, like this kid has made a universe, his own pocket universe.
Shit.
No, listen. In his bed, under the covers, made his own universe.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why Galactus in this movie was like, "Yo, I need this. I need him now, bro.
Yeah, well,
I will not eat your planet if you let me get this kid."
yeah, and
That's why.
when Galactus showed up and was talking about Franklin, I'm like, oh, this is important.
Yeah, no, bro, and this is why I'm like, bro,
Oh,
what?
but,
Here they go.
we kind of glanced over it. I like how Galactus kind of gave us his backstory when the Fantastic Four showed up,
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, he did. He
because he
spoke
used to
about
be
it.
a
Yeah,
normal person
yeah, and then he
before.
became right. He
Yeah,
became
yeah,
Galactus, and he even talks about like, bro, I don't even. I gotta satiate my hunger, bro. I don't, it ain't about feelings. It's just I gotta eat, bro. So it's either gonna be you or me. So we gotta do what we gotta do. You know what I mean? Even the way you see him eat the planets is crazy,
I see that was one of the
bro.
that was one of the questions I had going in of how does he consume planets and the ship.
Yo,
Well,
and they showed you right
Silver
there to
Surfer
us.
picks the planet, and then his
Right,
machine destroys the planet, and
right,
then formats it into, I guess, whatever substance he needs to feed or how he needs to feed. I like
right.
that detail that they added in the movie because before we talked about this before, it was just a goddamn freaking cloud back in the day.
Facts, yo. All right, so I got
Stuff,
Kadeem.
man.
Kadeem? Yeah,
Yeah.
so I got my boy here. He says Silver Surfer is the main MVP of this movie. Yes, and there was Sue too. Sue too.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna get to that too. But yeah, I love Silver Surfer in this movie, bro. Like she was so powerful. Like I need to see more Silver Surfer. Now I don't know if they're gonna keep it as solid ball or
Yeah, we don't
that
know
I
what
don't know.
we don't know what's gonna happen with this soft reboot after Secret Wars.
Exactly. Also, he says how Peacemaker fits in the
I'm
DCU.
still trying to figure that out from that
Yeah, I
trailer.
mean, we saw the trailer yesterday, and it looks like it could be that maybe Peacemaker goes into Gunn's universe.
But see
Maybe.
the problem is whatever universe he's in right now, they I don't know if you noticed it, but there was a Mighty Crabjoy's billboard on one in one of
No.
the yes. So
Really?
and then there's
Shit.
other questions regarding Jason Momoa and Ezra Miller's characters from the DCEU.
Right.
So I have it really didn't answer questions for me. I just it didn't answer anything for me. I just have more questions going into the season.
Right. And Wick Flag Senior is in that movie too. So
Exactly. Oh,
and he's like, how do you call it? Well, he's not like his position where he is in Gunn Superman yet. So I don't know. And again, we don't know nothing until we see the show. We just don't know anything yet.
yeah.
So I don't know. We gonna find out in August. I tell you that's for sure. But it is going to be. This show is very important though because I think this is one of the things that's going to lead DC into where it's going. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
I don't know, man. I
And
don't know.
after the Superman movie, I believe it's Supergirl, but there's
Supergirl, yeah,
also a Green Lantern show.
yeah. I'm not sure that's
I think it's
2026 or something.
yeah, Green Lantern and Supergirl come out next year, but I'm not sure which one comes out first.
I got you. More than likely it's gonna be Supergirl. More than likely.
But going back to Fantastic Four,
Yeah. Going back to this though. I really. How did you feel about Herbie?
I like Herbie.
Yeah, I like Herbie too. I like Herbie too.
I'm used to Herbie because I play Marvel Rivals and Herbie's in it a lot, so I'm like, hey
Oh really?
Herbie.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I got. I got to talk. Okay, so listen, we got to talk about that third act, bro. We got to talk about that. Fantastic Four versus Galactus, bro. We got to talk about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
This
yeah, yeah,
most
yeah.
comic booky shit I've seen,
Bro,
bro.
the way he was stretching Reed, I'm like,
Yo,
oh my god.
pause though, but yeah, my god.
Yo,
man
I
was
was
getting
like,
ripped apart,
yo,
bro.
he's about to kill him.
Yeah, he was smiling when he was doing it. This man is diabolical, bro.
Yeah.
But I heard people say like, yo, isn't this not supposed to hurt because you
Yo,
know,
what? What the hell are you talking about?
yeah, because it's like, yo, he can stretch longer than that.
Just because a person can stretch doesn't mean there isn't a limit that he can't stretch. Like, come on.
Right, and it's like, yo, and you're forcing him to stretch
Exactly.
that much. So
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's probably what would happen. But I got it, yo. But see, I love that fight because, or I guess confrontation because it shows you how massive Galactus is.
Yes.
This
Yes.
dude is massive, yo. When he came,
I told you.
when this man touched down and took the tree and smelled it, bro, he just threw it up. It's like, oh my god.
My favorite part in that fight was when Sue, like, I guess, opened up a portal or whatever it was, and then Johnny shot the fire into his eye.
Yo, oh, that was, bro. Oh,
Like, I
and
like and me and you talked about this. Like, this movie's expensive just on
I was about
special
to say,
effects
yeah,
in general.
it's got to be expensive, bro. So it's gonna make back its money and more for sure. You know, for sure.
I'm
But
just curious of how it's gonna do overseas because Superman didn't do well overseas, and I think it's just because it has that tie to America. You know how people feel about America nowadays.
oh
But
yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's true. That's true. Um, I don't think it's gonna be an issue. I think it's gonna do well overseas. I think, or at least still do okay enough for it to make its money back, maybe a little bit more. And oh my god, bro, the thing that got me, and this is why I say Sue is the MVP. Yo, she pushed Galactus back, bro. She pushed him.
crazy work, bro.
She pushed him back blocks, bro.
Crazy.
Blocks. I'm like, and see, she's that powerful. She really is in the comics. She's that powerful.
I can literally feel the Galactus voice coupons. Oh yeah, for
Oh yeah,
sure.
oh yeah, yeah. They got the right dude to play that.
I think they casted him just for his voice alone.
Just for the
Honestly.
voice alone, yeah, he had the right voice. Just menacing, terrifying, fit. Oh my gosh,
And when I showed you the image of how he looked, in the costume, I'm like,
yeah,
damn,
that was crazy. Yeah,
they.
they went full tilt, bro.
I,
They
I'm
went full
I'm
tilt.
overall happy the way they did Galactus in this movie because
Oh yeah, they made him he's a
I
force of nature.
yeah, because I remember before, like I said, Cloud in the old Fantastic Four movies, and then Parallax in the Green Lantern was also a Cloud as well. So I'm glad we're in the
Yeah, I
age
don't understand
now
why they were doing the cloud.
where
Well,
we
you know
have.
what? Maybe cost production, maybe
Yeah,
because
but still though, look what we got now with Galactus and
which is true,
with
which is true.
the Eternals, the Celestials. Like
That's true.
we're look how far we've come.
Which is true, but I guess but you know, at that time they were scared to also do things like comic accurate,
I get it. I
just
get it.
because this is gonna this is gonna get us this is gonna get us bricked up. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
the majority who don't read comics, they're gonna be like, "What the hell is this?"
And I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about you, but after watching this movie, I kind of want to read some Fantastic Four comics.
I kind of do too.
Like me, as a
Yeah, me too.
person that's never really read a Fantastic Four comic, I want to read some now.
I couldn't get into it, but I think I might actually get into it. I know the Jonathan Hickman run is really great.
That's the one Greg always brings up from Real Rejects when he was talking to Coy last week about the Hickman
Yeah,
run.
because that's when Franklin becomes
Ah,
adult
okay,
and he
okay.
makes Galactus his herald.
So you
That's
could kind of read that and kind of have a sense of
of how powerful this kid is. 'Cause
okay,
he's very
okay.
yo, this kid, bro. The fact that Sue died for real, and then he brought her back.
Yeah.
This kid is way OP. I
And
really
he
hope
and he
Luke
was just an infant.
and kid, bro. I don't know, bro. This nigga, he is the Gohan, bro, of the FCU, bro.
Yeah, but I feel stronger than Gohan though.
Oh, for sure.
How can he beat Goku? No, I'm just.
I mean, technically, you can.
I know, I
If
know,
we really want to get
I know.
Woo, man. Oh, I gotta say, yo, the music
See, I,
on
mm,
point.
mm, I, I like the music more in Superman than I did in Fantastic Four. Because
Oh yeah,
I
I
don't
can
know
get
I
into
don't
it.
I
Yeah,
don't know if it
yeah.
was just a classic Superman theme, modernized for today that got me going and shit
Got
like
you
that.
pumped. Yeah,
But
yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Fantastic Four, I'm in my head like Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like honestly, for me, I like this theme more than I liked Superman because it got me pumped. Like that feeling that you got for Superman, I felt the same way for Fantastic Four, and I never thought I'd feel that way. But I don't know, like because Michael Giacchino did this, so you already know he the goat.
Mm.
You know he gonna do what he gonna do. So I really like the music that they had in here. I thought this was really cool, man. Oh man, I just so yeah. So I mean, I really did enjoy this movie, man. Like again, the first act was a little bit slow. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
hold you,
that's
but
all. That's all set up
yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But honestly, I don't know, man. Even with Thunderbolts, it was like I was
Okay,
in it from
okay.
beginning to end. I ain't gonna hold you, but this one, Yeah,
Okay, now
yeah,
now
go.
now that you brought it up, if you had to spend your money on a movie ticket,
Right.
would you go to Thunderbolts or Fantastic Four without prior knowledge of what you're gonna watch?
Ooh, that is a great
Because
question.
one's in an established universe and the other one's in a different universe, in a different Earth.
And I didn't know like anything about it beforehand. Oh, did I see a trailer yet, or did no?
You saw one trailer for each.
Oof. I'm gonna go with Fantastic Four.
That's fair. That's fair.
Even though I enjoyed Thunderbolts more, actually, yeah, I thought I enjoyed Thunderbolts a little bit more. I'm still gonna be like Fantastic Four.
I'm probably in the same boat with you
Yeah,
because, like I said, Thunderbolts, established characters. Fantastic Four, different Earth. Not sure what's gonna happen, where it's gonna lead
right,
to.
right, right,
But
right.
yeah, Thunderbolts overall, I enjoyed it. Fantastic Four, I enjoyed it as well. But Thunderbolts, I enjoyed a lot more. But to each their own.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But you know what though? I really like that Marvel has decided to do things
Oh,
different like they did before.
I
You know what I mean?
so somebody brought up a good point. I think it was on Christian's show or the Real Rejects. I don't remember. That they
Uh,
basically said this felt like Phase One all over again. Like you don't like
yeah,
the way it
yeah,
was like a movie
yeah,
from start to finish. It felt like a Phase One movie.
yeah, and I think that's why people are tuning back into Marvel. Like, don't get me wrong, I get where people are coming from, but I don't agree with the fact that, Marvel is dead and all those
Nah.
comments. It's like, bro, we had 10 years.
Yeah, yeah,
Now,
exactly.
not every episode, not every movie was great. I'm not saying that, but
Or show.
right, but those 10 years, nobody's done that before
Nah.
consistently.
And it's
Nobody's done
and
that.
it's not gonna be done ever again, honestly.
Yeah, so
Well, Shubman, if you watch Fantastic Four, they show the new trailer in the movies. If you didn't know that.
oh, but Avatar, yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that. Yeah, I gotta go see that, bro.
See, I only watched the first Avatar. And he
Oh
said
yeah,
Superman background music feeling like God or good. I don't know, feeling good.
probably feeling good, probably. Yeah,
But yeah, they did show the trailer before Fantastic Four. I,
yeah,
Let me
yeah.
ask you, did you like the way the movie started? We didn't get the Marvel intro theme; it was just straight
Oh
Marvel.
yeah, yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Yes, I did because it was different than what we would usually get, and we're not in that universe,
And I and I
so
and
of
I
course
love
we wouldn't get that.
I love when they do that because they did the same thing with Thunderbolts, but it was just a void taking over.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I really been loving how Marvel's been changing it up, man. I think they figured out what they want to do.
Yeah,
And even though Feige, well, I wasn't there for that
yeah,
episode.
you weren't there.
Even though Feige has said some comments I
Some
wasn't feeling,
questionable stuff. Yeah,
very questionable stuff. I can't deny that him being at the helm once again doesn't change shit because it does.
and that's where in that live that we did, where I said I called bullshit on him saying Thunderbolts failed because these were TV characters. There was only one TV character in there, which is John Walker.
Walker, right?
Everybody
Everybody
else,
was from the movies.
everybody else showed up in the movie before this. So
Oh, and you know what's crazy? He said something about homework.
I'm
Um,
in a sense, it kind of was a little bit.
but so is watching all the movies.
That is true. That is true.
You're not gonna go into Infinity War and be like, "Oh, I'm caught." No, you're not gonna know what's going on. Like, what we talking about? Like, I love you, my guy, but what we talking?
Yeah, yeah.
What we talking about? See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I just wasn't feeling that he was trying to like basically like blame it on everybody else. That I wasn't cool with. I'm like, bro, you may
Point
have not have been in the lead, but
when you
you
point
basically,
fingers, three more pointing right back at you,
yeah, bro. Like you act like you wasn't there.
or four. I don't know.
Yeah, like yeah, like you act like you wasn't there, bro.
Depends on how you point. I don't even know.
But yeah, it was just like, bro, you act like you wasn't there. Now I know Chapek, a lot of that is his fault, yes,
Mm.
but you wasn't. But don't act like you wasn't there, bro. Come on,
Yeah,
come
yeah,
on, bro.
yeah.
Come on, my guy. You saw what was happening. You was like, nah, son, I ain't doing this. But also, I wanted to ask you too, man. I think did you ask me? Well, yeah. I wanted to ask you though. Do you think the MCU can survive without fighting?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? Because we saw an example of this. Bob Chapek took over, and they just went to shit.
So I'll put it in sports terms. You have a winning coach in
Mm-hmm.
Feige. You know, he's had some good winning seasons, but some bad seasons.
Mm-hmm.
I and this is also kind of under the same umbrella as well with
Mm-hmm.
Disney and Filoni taking over after Kennedy. I don't know who I could see running Marvel after Feige, honestly.
I can't either. Like the way that he did it, the way that he basically got the MCU to superstardom. Like you got
Yeah, and he did say he didn't want to be here forever, so he might jump to a different studio. I maybe Marvel, not Marvel, Disney or some other studio, because I you can only be at one place for so long and then do so much.
right. Which I mean, well, let me ask you then, because if let's say Feige today says I'm gonna retire in like 5 years,
If I had to pick one,
yeah,
if I had to pick a person, it has to be somebody that's been there with him working through all of this, honestly.
right. That's what I was gonna ask you. Like, what if they had? What if he had like an apprentice
I
that you
this
know?
this just popped into my head since they can't seem to find success outside of the Marvel universe, the Russo brothers.
Ooh, I'm not mad at that
They've
idea.
they've shown
I'm not
time
mad
and
at that
time
idea.
again that they know how to make a good Marvel movie. Started with Winter Soldier, which is one of my favorite Captain America movies. Then they did a couple other movies which were like top tier in Marvel at the time,
Yeah. Then they
honestly.
did Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. Yeah, 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 yeah. And they know how to get everybody together and do the story well, man.
Or
Yeah.
or I don't know how this works in Hollywood, but Louis Despacito is like the composer for all these
Well,
movies. I think he's had some producing credits in some of these movies as well.
oh, it did.
I could be wrong, but those are my people that I choose to run Marvel MCU.
Mm. Those are good choices, though. I ain't gonna hold you. Especially the Russo brothers. I mean, it's debatable, because they've tried other things outside of MCU, and I don't think that worked
Yeah.
pretty well. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? But I can sit here and be like, you know what? They when they get back to Marvel, they know what they do. 100%, hundred
It's
percent.
weird. It's weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. Like even with the actors, it's like
Some of them have had success, but
some of them have it, right?
some not so much. I'll point in case Scarlett Johansson's the first female to earn what, $1 billion or something like that,
Well, yeah, she is. Yes, yes. I'm glad you brought that up.
which
Yeah,
is crazy.
right. Because I thought it'd be Zoe said that Saldana. I thought it'd be her,
But Scarlett has been around a lot longer than Zoe, if I
which is
remember.
true. Which is true. Which is true. Which is true. And yeah, she was in the first OG Avengers. She was in Iron Man 2. She's been in damn near almost every goddamn movie
Hmm.
and Cap movie too, twice. You know what I mean? So that does make sense. So yeah, I mean,
And I feel like her Black Widow movie came out a little too late.
oh yeah, it did. Like if it came out between Civil War and I mean Infinity War, that would have been the perfect time.
And it's a standalone enough movie that you don't even have to have those ties to the MCU.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man, but we got Red Guardian because of that. So I don't.
It's one of those. It's one of those where you put like an asterisk next to like, what if this came out during Infinity War instead of after?
Right, because I I don't know if we would have been well, we would have been receptive to Red Guardian because that's one of my favorite characters in the
I
MCU.
agree, same.
But it's like since
Yelena
the Thunderbolts.
with the Z, Avengers with the Z.
See, I'm a smart man. Avengers. Like, how can you not love this man? How can you not love David Harbour? Come
Yeah.
on. I don't know, man. And then maybe Taskmaster would have been done better. I don't
See
know,
that was on them the way they did that Taskmaster.
bro. They murked her.
Like that movie. That movie. We'll go back to Fantastic Four, but that movie was good minus the Taskmaster stuff. If I'm being honest.
Honestly, that's why they got rid of her like the first scene. Like they all got together. Like the first scene, done, bro. Donezo. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Maybe they're gonna do it better
Mm.
next. The next iteration. I hope so
I
because
Yeah, when we get the soft reboot, we get the actual real
this is like,
Taskmaster.
hey, I'd be cool with that. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, so before we get back to Fantastic Four,
Yeah.
I said X-Men and Fantastic Four are going to be going forward in the soft reboot. What other team do you see going forward in this reboot, soft reboot, or whatever they're going to do?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because you got to build the Avengers up again.
I was gonna say that. I think that's the first thing you got to do because we haven't had Avengers in so long. You're gonna have to redo the Avengers, and then on top of that, I think the most important question is who are you gonna recast for Iron Man,
Cap, Thor, and all
Cap,
those characters.
Thor,
Yeah.
and are you even gonna leave? Not Steve. Sam as Captain America. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's questions.
Yeah, because I feel like they really did Sam dirty. I really do feel that way because and that's one of the things I didn't like what Kevin Feige said because he said it failed. Cap 4 failed because Chris Evans wasn't in it. And
Nope.
it's like no,
Nope.
y'all didn't show Sam being Cap, which I don't think they had confidence in him being Cap in the first place because I haven't seen him in anything outside of Cap 4 and Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Mackie?
And I think, yeah. Well, in terms of like the MCU.
Okay.
His
Okay.
character. They never showed him in anything. They never even mentioned him in any of the movies after that. So it's like you had this character for 5 years on the show, not doing anything.
Mm.
So that's why people really wasn't hyped, especially the dudes would be like, "Oh, Steve Rogers is always Captain America." Like even them idiots, it's just like, you know what I mean?
And that brings it back to Cap 4. They were too scared to do what they were originally going to do.
And that's another thing too. It's like, bro, we would have had Isaiah Bradley in the suit, bro, causing death.
Like
with the other little girl too.
Light Skin brought up a good point. It's the House of Mouse, but even then, y'all got to stop being scared of like certain topics in
it's like
in
bro,
movies.
Yeah, like Superman did the Bravia shit.
Yeah, look at Winter Soldier. You had a political thriller in that. Like, why are you guys?
Why are y'all so scared of?
And then going back to Superman, you had a world conflict. Like, it's just stick to your guns. But going back, I'm trying to see. We pretty much ran through the whole movie of Fantastic Four, right?
Yeah, because we talked about the black hole scene. How did you feel about Reed and Sue, like their chemistry? How did you feel about it?
I believed it.
Yeah, me too.
I believed it more than the Jessica Alba one.
Oh, for sure. Oh, 100%. 100%. Because like I said, Vanessa Kirby gave us that mother type figure.
My friend brought up a good and funny point when I was talking about Fantastic Four and like it's better than the cheesy one. And he's like, yeah, they just got Jessica Alba so she could be invisible, naked on screen. I'm like,
oh, for sure. Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. 100%.
Got a point.
100%. Not to say that Vanessa Kirby don't look good. She look good as hell. I ain't gonna hold you. It's just, she's not just eye candy. She's a legit actress. You know
I don't know if you know, but Kirby's also pregnant right now. So I'm just curious if certain things in the movie were cut out just because she couldn't do it because of the pregnancy, or had a stand.
Yeah, that could be it too. Oh, bro, that scene when you see Franklin giving birth.
That was an interesting scene.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, interesting.
Yeah. That was a pretty dope scene. I actually like that. You got the black hole scene.
Silver Surfer chasing them, the thing, Galactus, the Battle of New York, the montage of them establishing the universe. Yeah, we pretty much ran through everything.
Yeah, we talked about the post-credit scene, right?
We're gonna get into that right now. The one thing I wanted to bring up too was Reed's intellect of trying to heal the world. If you played Spider-Man, so he basically worked for months to protect the world, or not protect the world, but baby-proof the world
Oh yeah,
from
yeah.
everybody. Like he sent the cops to Diablo's place, Matt Thinker, the Wizard. Like,
That's that sound like Tony to me, bro.
yeah, I could see, yeah, yeah.
That sound like Tony to me. I ain't gonna hold you like
All
that. I don't
right, so it's time for theory hats to come on. So
know.
let's finally talk about Doom and Franklin there in the end of the post credits.
Yeah, that was a surprise. I didn't think we were gonna see Doom at all in this movie until that. So what did you think about the cape?
Eh,
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
eh.
yeah.
It's funny because I think it was the real rejects that said, "Oh, it looks like it was just a stand-in. It
It
wasn't
could be.
it wasn't
It could
Downey
be.
at all."
That's why I said I do think that you know yeah, that's why like I said I do think that this is another face. This isn't like you know Tony's face. I think Doom can somehow change his face somehow, and that's why he took off his mask to talk to Franklin. Because usually in the comics he's grotesque because of the accident or whatever, but this time he got his
Now,
mask full off.
you said the cape. How do you feel about the mask? The mask looked like a cheap mask, honestly.
I didn't even really focus on the mask like that. It yeah.
Because that was like one of the first things that I had noticed. I'm like, the mask looks kind of cheap. It's like one of those masks that you just buy at like a cosplay store or something like that.
Damn. So should they even did this post credit scene at all? You
I
think?
mean, it got the hype going for Doomsday, but
Which is true. Yeah. Yeah. I just wish they would have did more with the scene. I like what we got, but it's like y'all could have did.
so I have another question.
Okay.
Is the TVA involved in this somehow with Doom and stuff? Because
Ooh.
I I think it was Real Rejects Gregor Coy that said the sound effect that Doom made when he entered the room sounded like the TVA stuff when they activate the door and they walk through. Which I didn't even
I
think
didn't really.
about that until way later.
Oh, I gotta. Yeah, I gotta rewatch it again. I don't remember hearing that.
Mm. It
I gotta watch that. Yeah.
I'm not. I watched it a second time, but it sounds a little bit like it, but then I forgot who said it, but in Multiverse of Madness, Reed came in on that device that pretty much Doom invented, the Doom portal, whatever it was.
Oh. Oh. Right. Oh
So
shoot.
who's to say Doom didn't create his own way of traversing? Because if you know Doom, Doom is also intellect as
Very
well.
intellectual. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, man.
And I think that's why they did a good enough job of not showing Doom in this movie to wanting you to want more of him.
Yeah, so I think you kind of answered my question. Yeah, you did answer my question. Yeah, I think they should have. It's good that they left it where it was, even though crappy costume aside.
But my thing is, if that's from the actual scene from the movie, maybe it's a variant Doom. Maybe it's not the actual Doom that we know. I don't know. Because they
mm,
specifically did not want to show his face at all, which is fine with me. But I just feel like the costume wasn't it for me.
which it could be the
This movie needed more Doom, less 3 men and a baby. Okay. Hold on.
that's crazy.
Now that you brought that up, I did have a little issue with. It was just a minor issue of them trying to the baby seat at the end. I'm like,
Oh yeah. I thought it was cute. I thought it was
it to me it dragged on a little bit, but it that's not like I'm like, oh my god, I hate this movie because of that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up too. That was one of the strong aspects I had. I liked the family part of it. Like that's what they are. They're family. You know what I mean? So I like that they showed those aspects in the movie too. You know what I mean? But yeah, I see where you coming from though. Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, going back to Doom and I don't think that's his actual suit that he's gonna have in Doomsday. It might be a starter suit,
Mm-hmm.
and then he eventually gets a better suit in Doomsday, or
Yeah,
he finds another Doom and takes his outfit. I
gets
don't
rid
know.
of him and
It's
takes
it's
us out. Oh, that'd be crazy.
because I know some things about Doom. Doom is petty enough to do shit like that.
Oh yeah, oh for sure. He petty as hell, bro. Oh my gosh, yo, this, bro. I think this happened recently. Yo, so Doom is getting married, right? And
I think I know what you're talking about.
yeah, so Doom got married, and he made Reed his best man, just to squash the beef.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then come to find out, Johnny smashed his wife, his fiance that he about to marry, bro.
Crazy.
And because of this, Doom finds a way to actually keep Johnny's flame on powers on 24/7.
That's crazy. I okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
Petty.
petty as that, bro. Who you think is petty? Reverse Flash.
Now,
Who thinks petty, bro?
now, oof, that's difficult.
Chat. Who do y'all think is pettier, Reverse Flash or Doom? Let me know in the comments, bro.
So, I feel like Doom needs to kill somebody in Doomsday just to establish himself in that movie.
He has to.
So somebody, I think me and you talked about it before. Maybe you bring in another Thanos variant. He just wipes him easily just to show how strong he is. Because people have been saying that for like the longest.
You know what's crazy, and I hope they don't do this because we just got him. What if he kills Sentry?
I wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't like that.
I like
yeah.
But they might need Sentry to fight Doomsday or Doom.
Yeah, because we only really saw him fight the Thunderbolts. Like nobody in there got powers.
Yeah,
that
and he
really
made
deal
John
with
Walker's shield a taco. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Which I don't. Well, if it's gonna be funny when he turns back to Sentry. John is like, yo.
So remind me, what are Doom's powers again? He has magnetism, right?
Nah, it's more like he mixes kind of like what he mixes sorcery with technology.
That's right.
So he's like a sorcerer, but he uses technology.
I always forget he deals with magic. I always
yeah. So he's one of the very few that's able to mix both together.
Okay, interesting. I like that.
And of course, he has a genius level intellect. He's on Reed Richards' level in terms of like smartness. You know what I'm saying? So he has that too. He's basically Batman on steroids, basically.
With scar tissue, yeah.
Yeah, scar tissue. On the face, you know what I'm saying? So he is a problem usually. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. Doctor Strange, Stark, and Reed Richards all in one.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Pretty much. He's a problem.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, he is a problem. And this is why I felt like they should have started with this over Kang, honestly. Like, actually, you could have done Kang way better.
You still can, but...
And I think you still can, but the problem was, y'all had him go to Ant-Man first. That was the problem. Like, y'all should have never did this. Like,
and
especially...
Yes, I'm aware Doom's a diva.
Oh, bro. Yes. Hustle. Yes. He's one of the biggest divas out there, bro. Like, WWE, bro. Crazy, bro. He don't care. He don't care, bro. But nah, man. Yeah, I just wish they would have done Kang a lot better. Like, I know the threat. I know what they were trying to do. Yeah. They were trying to make his threat to be more of as many of them. There's more of them out there.
I mean, shit. That one for Quantumania was menacing.
Yeah, and and I kind of hate. They should have just did what they did with Galactus. They should have just tried to get him away instead of just beating him the way they did. That kind of diminished any threat level of Kang. Like, they should have never did that, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I don't like, and that's the funny part. I don't know what's gonna happen in Doomsday. Nobody does, and I'm just from that first trailer, bro. Like, whenever we do get it, it
Yo,
comes
you
out.
know,
It
you
comes
know
out
what's
next
going.
year, right?
Yes.
Or okay.
Yeah, yeah. I think
So
Spider-Man comes out next year too.
maybe during we might get a Super Bowl trailer around that
Actually, let me
time.
see specifically when
Because
this
I know
comes.
they pushed it back like a month or something like that. New Fantastic Four plot, clip show, Baby Talk, meet Surfer, Baby Talk, meet Galactus, Baby Talk. Galactus is after Baby, the end.
Oh my gosh. All right, it's coming out December 18th.
Next year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
So we pretty
I
good.
can see a Super Bowl trailer and a San Diego
I was
Comic
about
Con
to say, yeah,
trailer.
yeah, 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 yeah. I can see that too. Who? Okay. How do you think this is gonna do viewing wise in terms of YouTube views? Do you think that this is gonna break the record? Because I think Superman broke the record, I believe, recently.
Mm, mm. See, the thing is, there's not that build up like there was with the first 10 years of Marvel.
What? True.
This is, and I thought about this. Yeah, we did watch Superman a Hustle show, and me personally, I said in my out of theater reaction, I prefer Superman because I grew up more with Superman than Fantastic Four.
Ooh, you know what? If you're asking me to hustle, I'm gonna have to go the opposite. I like this one more than Superman.
I lost my train of thought before.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, what was I saying again?
Did you saying? Oh, yo, you said that Doomsday may not break
Oh,
the thing
okay,
because of
okay.
reception.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I, mm, the build-ups are different as
Right.
far
There
as
we go. Right.
uh
Right.
those two movies, but I don't know, bro. I wouldn't put it past people that are Marvel shills that will be like, "Oh, gobble up everything Marvel."
But but you know what too? We haven't gotten an Avengers movie in like almost 10 years.
It was Endgame. Yeah, that was the
Yeah, I'm
last
saying
Marvel
that's
movie.
the last one we've ever gotten.
It's been a long time.
And
Yeah.
people been asking for the Avengers for the longest time too. So
Yeah, and then I remember me and you before any of this happened, we were doing videos about what this new Avengers lineup will look like.
right, exactly. So I
And they already confirmed Pedro's going to be leading the Avengers in Doomsday, which makes sense
yeah, I
since he
can see that
knows
happening.
Doom.
Yeah, I
Um,
can see that happening. Yeah, yeah.
and they did a good job of not establishing anything of Doom in the movie, just showing Latveria. That's it.
And that's pretty cool. Like I'm glad that we didn't do Doom right off the bat because I feel like that would have been like too on the nose. Like I
Yeah.
feel like that would have been more safe than anything else. So I'm glad we just did Galactus first because man, where they did Galactus is so crazy. But also, so Spider Man is coming out July 31st.
What's coming out? You
Spider Man.
oh 31st. Okay.
So
Mm.
let me ask you, when do you think we'll get a trailer?
Hey, Hustle Show. It's better than the cheesy stuff that we gotten before with the Jessica
Oh
Alba and
man,
Christopher Evans.
come on, bro. Come on. I mean, listen, that
Uh,
this felt more family to me than the
Especially if
Tim
you know
Story
how,
one.
especially if you know how Reed is when it comes to stuff like that. I could see
Hmm.
that happening just as bad. I to what?
Yeah, you got yeah. What you mean? Like just as bad as the Tim Story
um,
movies? Yeah, let us know. Yeah. So it's coming out on the 31st of Spider-Man Brand New Day. So when do you think we'll actually get like a trailer? Because it has to be soon if that's the case.
you said July 31st.
Yeah,
Probably end of the year.
I agree.
You'll probably start seeing like teasers and stuff like that towards the end of the year.
Oh, the quote unquote leaks from the movie, quote unquote. Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that I've seen was burnt on the Punisher outfit. That's about it.
Yeah, and it's
And it's funny because he has a beard, and I'm wondering if that's because of him being on the Odyssey.
it could be because yeah, I forgot he has a beard now. Right. Because I'm thinking it's probably before um Daredevil, maybe, because he did have a beard in Daredevil.
Did he?
Yeah,
Damn, we watched that early in the year. I don't remember
which is
that.
crazy. Yeah, nah, he did have a beard, but he shaved it off in the season finale. But yeah,
Cause of Karen. Yeah.
yeah. So this probably was before
Mm.
Daredevil Born Again.
I'm just interested in seeing how that interaction goes with Spidey and Punisher.
You know what? I was thinking, what if that's like the opener, bro? Just him just murdering
You,
people.
you think you know me, Spider-Man? Huh? I ain't got time for your superhero candy bullshit.
I don't have time for your candy superhero bullshit. I don't care if you try to save these criminals, bro. We murking them, bro. Either you gonna help me or you gonna take your little tiny whitey ass out of here, bro. What we doing?
Do we
Bro.
even know the synopsis for Brand New Day?
No.
Yeah, we don't know any. But we know it's based off of the comic run.
Yeah, so it's like, but it's gonna be interesting.
Loosely.
Right, loosely. But it's gonna be interesting though because Peter. Nobody knows Peter. Nobody knows he's Spider-Man. Nobody even knows Peter exists. Period.
Thanks,
so.
Doctor.
Huh? Oh yeah.
I said thanks.
So it's like, yo, what we, it's like, he gonna be by himself. It's kind of what I wanted because I felt like, that's what he needed in his movie trilogy. But now he's gonna be on his own, so it's gonna be interesting.
I wanted to ask you, since they're having the old X-Men return, would you want to see any of the old Fantastic Four? Because we got Johnny and Deadpool and Wolverine. We did see the Fantastic Four car there as well.
Right. I would like to see the old cast return. Well, I know Julian McMahon can't because he just passed away.
Yeah.
Not too long ago. R.I.P. to you, that guy. Yeah, probably at least Michael Chiklis, Jessica Alba, and Ian Groford. I would like to see them pop up with Chris Evans. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, we know Chris Evans is dead from Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Right, that's a guy. That's gonna be. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, it'll be cool to see him, but if I don't, that's fine too. To be honest with you. I know we're gonna see the old school X-Men though. It's crazy. That's crazy. We're getting Magneto, bro. We getting
Sir McKellen and Patrick Stewart back for
that's
one last go.
That we know of because they might be living forever.
I don't know. I think this might be their send off.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool because they put in
kind of like
20,
what they did
with
Deadpool and Wolverine. How it was kind of like a send off to the Fox franchise.
These franchise would be pretty cool. And I know, is Wolverine going to be in Doomsday?
They didn't mention, but they did say they were going to mention more casts down the line. So
down the line, right.
Who knows?
But I know Sentry's in it though. That's the thing.
So you have Fox X-Men, some legacy characters, Thor. I don't remember. Did they mention Hulk?
No. Well, oh. No, I think they did.
Did they?
I think they did. I think so.
Okay.
If I'm not, I could be wrong, but I believe they did. I think they did.
So I can see Reed Richards and possibly Thor leading this Avengers team. Because I can't think of anybody else that's Sam hasn't gotten to that point yet of leadership. If I'm being honest,
which is a shame because it's like, bro, you Captain America, you got Thor.
Or he could be doing what Lightskin said in that live we were doing, how maybe Anthony Mackie's character's training the West Coast Avengers.
Oh, okay. I'd be down for that. Okay. Because we're gonna have to get them in at some point too, and is Wiccan gonna be?
Nah. The new Sue was all that matters.
Oh nah, bro. I can disagree. No disrespect, but I disagree. I love this Sue more than the Jessica Alba, bro. I'm sorry. We're not doing that. That's it. That's what we talked about the movie, right? This is.
We could go into more theories about the Franklin and Doom stuff, but I don't know.
I mean, do you have any more?
the thing is, we don't know how many worlds Doom is gonna end up going to,
Hmm.
and we do know we're gonna get Battle World in Secret Wars. So I'm just
Right. But we don't even know how he's even gonna do that
yeah,
unless.
true.
Oh, wait a minute, my guy. Hold on. I just thought of something. Hold on. What if Franklin makes Battle World?
I I was gonna think that too. I'm not gonna lie. My mind was heading that way.
But what if like Fantastic Four, the end credits, that's him getting him,
Mm,
and then him going to 616, and then he makes Doom World. I mean, and then he makes Battle World.
mm. Anything is possible at this point because it's like I
Yeah,
said. I don't know what's gonna happen in Doomsday. I don't know how they're gonna get to that point. It
yeah.
is there's more questions, and maybe when the trailer does come out, we'll have some answers. Hopefully not a lot.
Right, but still, it's very interesting to think about, though.
It's not like Peacemaker. The trailer came out. Like I'm still confused of how this ties in.
Oh yeah. I'm like, which I'm fine with.
Yeah,
Just don't give me everything in the trailer. Let
I
me figure it
agree.
out when I watch it. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, overall though, I did like this movie. It's still a safe movie, which it had to be because of the stigma. But I did enjoy this movie and the comic bookness of it. I really did like that. If I had to give it a score, I'd probably give this a 8.9 out of 10. What about you?
Uh, I'm around an 8.
Okay, okay. So we were around the same. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
not like it's a good movie. It has me
It's a
excited
good
for
story.
the
Yeah.
yeah, it has me excited for the upcoming MCU projects. And as far as stuff coming out this year, it's mostly just animated shows until next year where we have live action shows again.
Yeah, because we got Eyes of Wakanda
Eyes of
coming up.
Wakanda, Marvel
Yeah,
Zombies, and I think there's another
yeah.
animation coming out later in the year.
Okay, so we got a lot of stuff coming through.
But
Gotcha.
Thunderbolt was a good start for them to, right the ship.
Yeah.
Fantastic
Took the
Four,
ship in the right
good.
direction. Yeah.
Ironheart, serviceable.
Serviceable. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
what else came out this year? Daredevil had a
Uh,
little rocky in the beginning because you could tell certain jump
things.
cuts, the
Right.
editing and stuff like that. But
But I'm definitely curious to see how season two is gonna perform,
yeah, I agree because
just due to
when we were
now the
doing
changes. Right.
the first Daredevil, we did say there was a lot of reshoots that they did in the show.
Right. So I'm wondering how that's going to do now compared to before. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Because this is where they actually made the changes to everything. They're doing their own thing now. So hopefully,
And I'm also curious if the street heroes are gonna have a place going forward in the MCU.
yeah, I hope so, man. Because it's like you know they're gonna have to possibly link up with Spider-Man too. Like they have to.
Oh, he Hustle just reminded me. Yes, the new Spider-Man show as well. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. That was this year. That's right. I
Beginning of
forgot
the year,
about that.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
they've been doing pretty good so far this year, along with DC as well. Creature Commandos,
Yep.
Superman.
Yep.
What else is coming out this year? I think that's it for
I
them
think
as
that's it
far
for
as
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're pretty good right now as far as like superhero content. Gen V, but I haven't really watched the first season.
I never watched it either.
So and
Yeah.
season 2 is coming out, or is it season 2 or season 3? I don't remember. The new season's coming out. It looks like
Mm.
it's gonna be good.
Okay.
The
Okay.
I think that's everything as far as superhero wise.
Yeah, me too. I think that's it. We got a lot of anime stuff coming up too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be crazy. But yeah, man, you good? Pretty much.
Solid.
All right, me too, y'all. All right, y'all. So that's it. We out of here, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Hustle, thank you for coming in. I really
we
appreciate that.
Hustle, we have watched The Boys, but
Oh yeah, we
it,
got reactions too.
it
I
was
forgot.
only the latest season because we started this
Yeah, we
YouTube
started
last
like
year.
mad late. Yeah, but
Yeah.
when the next season comes up, we
Appreciate it,
got
Hustle.
Oh, you sub, my boy? Thank you, Hustle. I really appreciate that, my guy. And yo, we got some stuff coming up for you guys too. So
Fries are done.
yeah, yes. That means we out, bro. That means we out. So guys, we'll see y'all in the next one. Deuces, be safe, have a good one, and we'll see you later.